Hey guys, I'm in the conference room of St. Thomas More. Now maybe you've been in this room, maybe you haven't. It is an important room. This is where we have conferences. I'm sorry. If you're watching this video, I don't know, maybe Judge Hidalgo has extended the stay-at-home order, maybe she hasn't. Either way though, whatever's happening, things just continue to change and change and change. You know, we're on this journey going somewhere and we don't quite know how it's gonna unfold. You know, we have this temptation to look back and like, gosh, if we could just go back how it was a month ago, things would be so much better now. I encourage you, do not think that because it's impossible. We're on a journey going in one direction and one direction only, and it's the only direction we can go, and it's forward. So, what do? I think the first reading at Mass today gives us some words of wisdom. Now, the context is the Israelites, right? They're on this journey. They have been freed from slavery in Egypt. They're on the way to the land of freedom in the promised land. And they find themselves in the desert. And the desert is a source of temptation for them. Oftentimes they look back and think, gosh, life was so much better in Egypt. If we could just go back to how things were. A, that's impossible. And B, it wasn't that good. It was horrible for them. So that's the context of the first reading we hear today. From Mount Hor, they set out on the Red Sea Road to bypass the land of Edom. But with their patience worn out by the journey, the people complained against God and Moses. Why have you brought us up from Egypt to die in this desert, where there's no food or water? We're disgusted with this wretched food. In punishment, the Lord sent among the people seraph serpents, which bit the people, so that many of them died. Then the people came to Moses and said, we have sinned in complaining against the Lord and you. Pray the Lord to take the serpents from us. So Moses prayed for the people, and the Lord said to Moses, make a seraph and mount it on a pole, and if anyone who has been bitten looks at it, he will recover. Moses accordingly made a bronze serpent and mounted it on a pole, and whenever anyone who had been bitten by a serpent looked at the bronze serpent, he recovered. The people were complaining. They wanted to go back, which was impossible. In their complaining, in their sinning, God punished them by sending serpents to bite them. But that wasn't the last word. Anyone who had been bitten, if they looked at the bronze serpent Moses made, they were saved. In Milan, Italy, right, which was one of the epicenters for the coronavirus outbreak in Italy. In Milan, Italy, there's a church called San Ambrogio. You can even look it up. Now, on the left side of the nave, the main part of the church, there is a bronze serpent mounted on a pole. A bronze serpent that calls to mind this exact same story we heard today. And then on the other side of the nave, there's something else, another object, another figure mounted up on a pole, and it's supposed to make this connection with this story right here with our lives as Christians. And what's on that pole? How does it connect to this reading right here? I'll show you. On that pole, on the right side of the nave of San Ambrogio, opposite of the bronze serpent, is a crucifix with Jesus on it. It's a sign. It's a sign for all of us who are sinners, who are tempted to go back to former ways of life, that the way forward, the way of salvation, is always through the cross, because it's only through the cross that comes the resurrection. Right now, a lot of us are struggling. We have crosses to bear up ahead. We cannot go back. There's one way forward, and the way forward is living our faith. May God bless you.